Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to see types of sets in chapter 1 set language. So topics to be covered here is types of set, cardinality of set, finite and infinite sets. Okay, then we will lastly we cover exercise 1.2 question number 1 and 2. Okay, before going to type of sets, first I would like to tell we will go for numbers. Okay, so in numbers, the symbol which denote this is a natural number, then the whole number, rational number, integers and real number. Okay, so natural number starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on. Whole number starts 0 together, natural number. Rational number has certain form. It will be in the form of p by q, such that p comma q are integers where q is not equal to 0. Then integers is nothing but whole number plus negative natural number, and that can be represented as 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3. So in better way we can write minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and so on from here. So there's a left side, it moves on negative natural number, and to the right side it is positive natural number, and in between negative and positive natural number 0 is occurred. Okay, so this is a integer, set of all integers. Real number is also the same, similar to minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. But in this, all the rationals and irrationals occur. All the rationals and irrational numbers occur in real number. Okay, all together occurs in real number. But irrational number is nothing but those number which are not rationals. Got it? Okay, let us go for types of sets. Okay, in these types of set we will cover cardinality of a set. Cardinality of a set is number of elements or objects in the set. Yeah, total number of, you can also add total number of elements or object present in the set or in the set. Okay, I call this cardinality of a set. Okay, for example, so capital A, this is a set symbol. We denote set by capital letters. Okay, and their elements by small letters M, N, O, P, Q. So cardinality, it is denoted as, see, cardinality of set can be written as in this way, card A. You can also use card A. Okay, so card A is nothing but card A, or you can use this symbol, number of elements present in A. Okay, so number of element in A, you can either use this symbol or this symbol. Okay, so cardinality of A is nothing but count the elements which are in the set A. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 elements, 5 total elements present in the set. So there is a cardinality of a set. Got it? So okay, let us move to the finite and infinite set. Okay, so notation first. Before going to finite set, let's have a notation. Cardinality of a set A can be written as card A n of A, pronounce this as n of A, and equal to mod A, pronounce this as modulus of A or mod A. Mod A n of A, this can be naturally pronounced as n of A or mod A. Okay, so in between A there's a two vertical line. Got it? So there's a cardinality of A, and then we'll move to the finite and infinite sets. Okay, so let us have a finite set. What is meant by finite set? If A has n elements, then it has the cardinality n. That means we write card A is equal to n. Okay, so finite set we can have such n elements. Okay, number of elements is finite. Actual definition is number of elements. I use ELTS to denote elements. Okay, number of elements in the set is finite. Okay, so number of element in the set is finite. Either you can describe in this way or you can say in this manner. If A has an element, then it has cardinality n. So in this way, because we just learned cardinality in previous, right? So that's why I'm using cardinality again and again here in finite set, as well as I use cardinality to denote infinite set also. Okay, so if A has n elements in the sense we generally use n elements. Okay, it is a general meaning of n. We will look out some examples. For example, A equals to 1, 2, 3, etc. 10. Then its cardinality is 10. Its cardinality is 10. So this is a finite set. This is called as finite set. Okay, this is an example for finite set because it has countable, or you can say finite number of elements you can count. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 up to 10, it is countable. So therefore it is represented as finite set. Okay, because finite set itself says that number of elements in the set is finite. It should be finite, not infinite. Okay, so in this way we can find the finite set. Let us go for infinite set. So infinite sets. A set which is not finite is called as infinite set, or in this way, or you can say if cardinality of A has set of all natural numbers, or you can say natural symbols or numbers. So in this manner you can say infinite set. Okay, so infinite set is nothing but a set which is not finite. That set are all infinite set. Or you can say in this way also, if cardinality of A has if cardinality of A has set of all natural numbers or natural symbols. As I discussed earlier, natural numbers starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on. It never ends. It goes beyond thousands, lakhs, crores and so on. Okay, so in this way we can say this is a infinite set. Like natural number is infinite set, whole number is also infinite set because 0, 1, 2, 3, only 0 is included here. Set of all integers is also infinite set, 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 and so on. These are all infinite sets. Even set of real numbers is also infinite set. Okay, let us look out some example problems and then we will continue tomorrow. So exercise 1.2, first question. So the first question is find the cardinality of the following sets. Okay, I got to take second question. Second question is P equal to collection or set of all X such that this is a type of an object and here rules for collection. Okay, so what are the collections? X has a collection X equal to 3n plus 2 comma n belongs to whole number, and another condition is X is less than 15. Okay, let us move for the solutions. Okay, so given set is P equal to collection of, or okay, you can also use in this word set of all X such that X is equal to 3n plus 2, where n is taken from whole number and X is another condition. There is a two condition here. N whatever we choose is taken from whole number and X that should be less than 15. Okay, so first for given X is equal to 3n plus 2 comma whole number, we know whole number is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay, so we used to select n from here. Okay, n belongs to in the sense this small n belongs to this family, this collection. Okay, n is 0, n is 1, n is 2, n is 3, whatever you want you can take because it is a belongs to that family, right? So for n equal to 1 given as X equal to this one, and for n equal to 0, n equal to 1, n equal to 2, you can have X is equal to 3 times 0 plus 2. Okay, so 3 times 0 is 0, 0 plus 2 is going to be 2, and here X equals, if you put n equal to 1 in X here, if you substitute n equal to 1 here, X is equal to 3 times 1 plus 2. So 3 times 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. Just see the difference here, 2 and 5. What is the difference between 2 and 5? The difference is 3. Okay, you just need to add to the successive numbers. Okay, you just need to add 3 to the next numbers. So what for n equal to 3, what is X? X is 5 plus 3. Okay, 5 plus 3 is 8, and for n equal to 3, X is 8 plus 3, 11. For n equal to 4, n equal to 4, X is equal to 14 because 11 plus 3 is 14. Okay, we just need to stop here because the condition is X should be less than 15. Okay, till here x is less than 15. Okay, we can collect all those numbers just we found for x, and that was our answer. Okay, so that is what our cardinality. Here we have, I'll write, so 2, 5, 8, 11, 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. What are the sets? P is equal to 2, 5, 8, 11 and 14. How many numbers are there? N of P, or you can say cardinality of P, or you can say card P, whatever you want. You can select the ideas. Okay, so how many elements in P? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is your answer for the given question. Okay, now let us move to the another one question. I'll do the third one. Q equal to set of all y. Y is 4 upon 3n, comma n belongs to natural number, and is less than n, less than or equal to 5. Okay, so what was the solution for this one now? Because Q is a set, and that is set of all y's, collection of all y's, but y has certain collections. What are those collections? 4 upon 3n. N should be taken from natural numbers, and there is another one condition for n. N should lies between. This means n takes the value n equal to more than 2, that means 3, 4 and equal to 5. Okay, equal to 5 and less than 5. Less than 5 is 4, 3 and equal to 5 is 5. Here 2 less than means we say more than 2. More than 2 is 3. Starts from 3. Okay, so 3, 4, 5 is the only collection. So, and these 3 numbers is also belongs to set of all natural number. That is why he has given n belongs to capital N. Got it? Okay, now let us find y. So given y equals to 4 upon 3n, 4 divided by 3n. Thus here we have to take n equal to 3, n equal to 4, n equal to 5. Got it? So y is equal to, this gives, if you put n equal to 3 in y, or you can substitute n equal to 3 in y, it behaves 4 by 3 times 3. Okay, so 4 by 3 times 3 is 9. So this implies y is equal to 4 by 3 times 4. Since 4 and 4, numerator and denominator cancels at the same time. So 4 1 times 4 here. So 1 upon 3 is your answer. What if I put n equal to 5 in y? So y is equal to 4 upon 3 into 5, and that is 4 cannot be cancelled any value in denominator, so let it be multiplied. Okay, so 3 5s are 50. What is the value of q then? Q has 4 by 9, 1 by 3 and 4 by 15. Okay, so value of q is, so q is equal to 4 by 9, 1 by 3, 4 by 50. So how many elements are there in q? So number of elements in q is, or cardinality of q is 3. Only 3 elements. So this is what is asking in the first question. Okay, now let us move to the second one. You have to do the problem whichever I have missed in my lecture. Second question is, identify the set, identify the finite or infinite sets for the given following. Okay. I would like to tell second question. Second question is y is equal to the set of all straight lines passing through a point. Okay, so the y is nothing but the set of all straight lines passing through the point. We know this is a straight line. It is obvious, everyone knows this is a straight line. Not only this is a straight line, this is also a straight line, but in the sense it has some shape, and this shape is slant. Okay, so this is horizontal, slant, and this is vertical. No matter which position you take, but straight lines are straight lines, right? So I use here the set of all straight lines passing through a point. I denote this is a point, this is a point, and my straight line is always passing through the point. Okay, so this is a one straight line, this is another straight line, this is another straight line, another straight line, another straight line, another straight line. So in this way, how many such straight line can be possible? There are such infinite ways. Okay, infinitely many times. Okay, we can use to draw infinitely many straight lines via one point. Okay, so answer is he was asking the question, identify the finite or infinite set. How many such lines we can cover through one point, passing through one point? It is infinite. Okay, so y is equal to infinite set, and that is your answer. And one more question. I would like to say fourth question. B equal to x such that x squared minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. X belongs to natural number. Okay, so let us go for this solution. So first of all, given set is set of all x. X has some collection, so that collection is this one, and x is taken from natural number. Okay, this is a quadratic equation. We can factor this into 2 because it has power 2, right? We can factor into 2 way. So one is, if you multiply, you have to remember this technique. See, I'm gonna take last value, product value. This is called as product. Okay, product of value. This is sum of values. This is said as sum of values, and this is known as product of values. I'm just saying coefficient of x has sum of values. Coefficient of constant has, we doesn't say coefficient of constant, just constant. Constant is product of values. Okay, I just take constant 6 here and sum of values to be here. This is sum and this is product. Okay, so product means multiplication. So what is these two number? If I multiply these two number, I should get 6. At the same time, if I add these two number, I should also get minus 5. Okay, I should get the same answer at a time for 6 as well as minus 5. What would be those two number? Those two number will be 2 into 3, right? So 2 into 3 is 6, 2 into plus 3 is 5, but we have minus symbol here. We can use minus here. Now let us see what happens. Minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5. Minus into minus is plus, because it is in plus symbol. Minus to minus is plus, 2 3s are 6. Okay, so we can factor into 2. We can factor this equation into 2 factors. Okay, so x minus 2 and x minus 3 is a factor for the given equation, or you can say x is equal to, yeah, see, generally in algebra we say x into y equal to 0 whenever either x equal to 0 or y equal to 0. Okay, two numbers is equal to 0 if and only if x is 0 or y is 0, either x 0 or y 0. In the same way, I use here the two numbers, when we multiply two numbers, if it is equal to 0 means I can take it as x minus 2 equal to 0 and x minus 3 equal to 0. So in this way I can take minus 2 to that side. It is going to be x equal to 2 and x equal to 3, not and, or x equal to 3. Okay, so what is the correction for B? So correction for B is number 2 and 3. Got it? So here is it. So B is equal to 2 comma 3, which is a finite set. Only 2 elements are there, because its cardinality of B has only 2. We can count 2, right? So that is why it is a finite set. Inshallah we will cover tomorrow the rest of the topics. Assalamu alaikum.